All right, hello everyone. We're gonna start off this little podcast of ours here talking about Star Wars trailer that came out this week, Monday, right during football, even before that. Connor, we've had a chance to see it, correct?
Yep.
All right, let's go through this bad boy here real quick. And oh, okay. So for the trailer that we had here, we started out with Rey. Great shot of Rey, I thought.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the beginning bit, especially with the music as well. It was I didn't kind of expect it to start a Star Wars trailer. You know, you expect big explosions and, X-Wings. And, It was kind of a subtle scene. It was quite good. It was unexpected, but it was a good scene to begin the trailer off with, I thought.
Absolutely. In the trailer, you've got that voiceover. And the girl's name is escaping right now, and I tried looking it up. Michelle and Nagayu, she's doing the voiceover there. I thought it was Leia for a minute, but it's going to be that girl who's doing the mocap. If you've seen the pre-production pictures, she's in the mocap with the dots on her face there.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's her doing the voiceover talking. I believe she's talking to Rey. I mean, we know from watching trailers that a lot of times they cut things from different parts of the movie. They don't actually go together. So we assume she's talking to Rey because Rey answers her, telling her that she's no one. And let's see here. So yeah, she's doing. I really did like this part. It was that with reminded me of like she's doing this Indiana Jones archaeology digging. You know, she's scrapping and
she's a scavenger, isn't she? I believe. Rare.
Yeah, they say scavenger or scrapper. You know, she's going through the wreckage on Jakku. You know, looking for whatever she can either sell or use or what have you. As of right now, I don't believe she's there looking for anything specific. She might come across something, but I don't think she's there looking for anything specific. Do you think?
I'm not quite sure. I think all will be revealed in the film itself. It just looks like she's looking for metal, maybe, because she might want to repair her. Because she's kind of got a pod thing, hasn't she? A speeder, right, I believe.
They say she's got some kind of ship. I believe.
Yeah. So it could be for that. You know, there's an array of purposes for it, I think.
Yeah. All right. So then rolls over, and here we got BB-8 rolling around with her.
Yeah, I like this shot. It kind of reminds me of in A New Hope with Luke and the sons and stuff.
Right. You know, where he's looking out upon the horizon. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then they come up to this part here. Where you can see the ship coming out from the dune, behind the dune there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is from her position or if we're watching her leave. Again, the way they cut the trailer could be either way. But then they have her sitting here working on some stuff. Again, she's going over and saying, who are you? And Rey answers her by saying, I'm nobody.
Yeah.
And here's the, Lucasfilms logo. Then our the First Order here.
That was in the other trailer as well, I believe. That shot or a similar shot from that exact scene. I remember.
Right, I remember seeing this shot was in the there was a.
It was the second trailer, wasn't it? It wasn't the first one. I don't believe anyway.
Yeah, it was in the second trailer, but even before that, I had seen it in I believe it was a Japanese trailer. They had it in there.
Right.
From that same spot, and from like the sizzle reel, we know that that's going to be the one. Yeah, you know, I should have had the guy maybe written down. The one head commander for the.
Oh, yeah. Is it the Chrome soldier or whatever? I can't remember.
Captain Phasma is standing behind him.
Oh, right. That's someone different.
And then that's going to be. I can't think of the guy's name. Again, I should have had these written down. Then again, here's that first shot we saw even from the last trailer, where he's in that hangar bay or ship, and he's in the trooper gear.
Yeah.
Comes down, and then we've got where he's. I'm assuming he's in this TIE fighter and.
Yeah, it feels like it's been shot down or something.
Right. Whereas you can hear him say that he's he wasn't trained for this, or this wasn't what he was trained for. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And he crash lands on Jakku, which again is a similar kind of to New Hope, where we had the droids crash landing on Tatooine. Here he crash lands on Jakku.
Yeah.
And then this is the close up to the back shot of Captain Phasma.
So that is Captain Phasma. Because I've seen people say that it's Kylo Ren, but I wasn't sure myself. I assume that the voiceover is also Phasma.
Yeah, the only way I can differentiate that Phasma has that she has that cape that goes over her shoulder.
Yeah.
So, and that's what it looks like to me. I'm assuming that's any looking out from the First Order ship from the bridge. All right, so then we work into Kylo Ren. You know, he's having what I would call his little senior moment here. He's talking to Vader's dilapidated helmet here. You know,
yeah,
I want to finish what you started.
Yeah,
there's two ways to go on this part, and we'll get to our speculations at the end. But this was, I thought, a great shot.
It kind of says to the audience that maybe Captain Phasma is a much larger role than maybe we anticipated, because you've obviously got Kylo Ren. You might not have expected Captain Phasma to be that much of a role in the first film, at least. So maybe it's the exact opposite, and he is the one of the main baddies.
Yeah, I think Captain Phasma is going to have quite a pin role in this. I think as like he's like the new enforcer to the Empire.
Yeah,
like Vader was. Yeah. Okay. So Kylo's talking with Vader's helmet here. I'm going to finish what you started. And then it skews over into him. Looks like he's force squeezing Poe Dameron. And, trying to squeeze out information from trying to find something or someone that he thinks that he knows where they're at, or maybe like they did with Leia trying to find where their base is.
Yeah.
Because then that next shot is the TIE fighter part of that TIE fighter battle, and then with the
Millennium Falcon.
And they're working with the Millennium Falcon, but there's also that the shot just before even the Millennium Falcon and that where they have right here the two red spots where that tree, those trees blow up, that tree line blow up.
Yeah.
And then it works into this, which I don't think is the same portion. I think those are two different shots from different parts of the movie, but
yeah, I think so too.
All right. Move on down. Where we come to a extremely interesting part.
Yeah, I agree.
Where they're in the Falcon, and Han is talking to them. You know, they've obviously asked about what happened with him before, and you know he's telling them, well, everything's true. What happened? You know, the Force is true. The Jedi, everything that happened. So whatever they're asking for some backstory, because my guess would be that everything that happened has either been forgotten or, you know, it's become just a bit of a backstory that no one seems to remember.
Yeah, it kind of makes it gives some context or some sense to the title of the movie itself. You know, The Force Awakens. It kind of indicates that maybe, you know, Jedis and stuff are no longer operating on the level that they were in, you know, the other films, and that they kind of like, I wouldn't say maybe they are going a little bit extinct, you know, and they're becoming rarer and rarer. So kind of when The Force Awakens, it's showing that, because obviously we know, well, from what I've seen from trailers anyway, that what's his name? John Boyega's character. Finn. Finn, yeah. He's a Jedi of sorts, I believe. So it's kind of showing that maybe there's a rise in you know, the Jedis are rising up again and becoming a force to be reckoned with. So kind of puts a bit of context to the title.
I agree. Then they move over. We get that shot of Kylo Ren with his sword, and he's surrounded by, what's now, I guess they're referring to as the Knights of Ren, his little band of guys that follow him around. Not sure whether or not they're all, and I'm assuming that Kylo Ren is Force of some sort. I don't know if all the rest of them are, but they're obviously followers of his. That was a good shot too, of them in the rain, and you see all the bodies that are strewn around them from whatever battle or fight they've just been in.
Yeah.
All right. This is the shot we've seen in the previous trailer. The X-wings coming across the water. Where this time we get the dogfight shots here coming up with the TIE fighters.
Is that on Yavin?
This I think, I'm not sure what planet this is. This is going to be a planet that I think this Poe Dameron knows about, because I think this is where we get Kylo Ren trying to squeeze information out of him, because he believes that Poe Dameron knows where Finn is, and he's looking for Finn. And Finn goes to this planet where here we see the remains of this temple, which we see later on in the trailer. Let's see here. Well, here's the dog fight. Here's what I think Finn's going to leave. He's going to leave to go to that temple.
Yeah.
Here's some other shots from the Jakku, where they're on Jakku and trying to leave. Now here's the temple that I was just talking about, where Finn and Han and they get to this temple where they're going to meet that. If you can look up her name, that Michelle or Nichelle, who's doing the mocap, that talking in the beginning of the trailer to Ray. She's in this temple.
Yeah.
And this is the same temple as I said earlier, where we'll see that X-wing TIE fighter dogfight. We're at the spot here where we'll see the little ruins of the temple. And here's another long shot of that temple smoldering. All right, here's R2, and I'm going to assume Luke. I think this is going to be the only shot of Luke we get in this trailer, or any trailer. I don't think we've even seen him in any of the other trailers.
I thought that was Kylo Ren at first because it was quite a brief scene in the trailer.
It is very brief. A couple things.
And I was wondering what R2-D2 was doing there. But if it's Luke, that makes sense more if it's Luke than if it's Kylo Ren.
Yeah. The only thing I think that kind of gives it away that it might be Luke is the hand, his robotic hand. That he loses. So that's one reason I think it's Luke. All right, here's that the ship landing where Kylo Ren is in that's Kylo Ren's, I believe it's called his infiltrator. I believe that's called. I could be wrong on that one. And then all right, here's a shot of Rey over a body. I believe it's Chewbacca, but I'm not entirely certain.
I was wondering who that was actually. Whose body she was.
Right.
That was. So Chewbacca maybe dies. Is that what we're?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, in the shot when the trailer's playing, I mean, you can see kind of like make out what looks like to be his bandolier here, the bandolier. But I think this shot is before this next shot where you see Chewie with he's got his arm wounded. But I think he gets shot and goes down. But I think this is where we see him next, and he's got the bandage on his arm.
Yeah.
Again, that's all speculation because I don't really know. I can only guess. It would make sense. You're not going to kill. I don't think they'll try and kill off a main character.
Yeah.
Unless that main character wanted to. You know, I don't even know if they'll try and do that. Like I knew at one point, Harrison Ford had said, "I'd come back if you killed me off." I don't think they'd do that. I wouldn't want it personally, but I don't think they do it. All right, so here we are back on an ice planet. Now this ice planet is similar to Hoth.
So that is Hoth or it's not? I was confused by that actually. I mean, several of the locations look similar to Hoth and Yavin and stuff, and you're just not quite sure if it is those places. So
yeah, I don't believe so. There's that in the poster that you see that Star Killer base, and I think this might be because they say it's a planet of sorts, not like it's the Death Star or anything. They actually convert a planet, so this could be that where they're attacking onto that planet. That's that base of theirs. But
yeah.
Again, I don't know. It could be Hoth. I don't think they'll use the same places. Just like when the trailer came out, everyone thought it was Tatooine.
Yeah.
And then quickly said, no, that's a new planet. That's Jakku. All right, here's Ray shooting at some of the troopers, and even I think we've even seen shots where she might have been shooting at some of the planes going overhead.
Yeah, I think she was shooting at a TIE fighter, I recall, at one point during that particular little scene there.
Right. Yeah. Cameron. Here's one of the bases. Not quite sure what base. These look to be like rebels getting blasted. Shot of Han with Leia.
That was the most shocking bit. That was the most shocking bit of the trailer, I think, to see Leia.
Yeah. And Finn with which I believe is Luke's sword, lightsaber. When that one trailer comes out and they show him at the end with the sword, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I like that shot. It's kind of it's atmospheric. It's kind of dark, and just with the intensity of the light on the lightsaber itself, it's a great scene. It looks like it's been shot immensely well. So I'm really excited for that particular battle, actually, between Kylo and Finn.
Yeah.
In the icy forest.
Again, maybe on that same ice planet.
Yeah.
All right, then we got here Star Wars, The Force Awakens, December 18th. Only, 57 days left, 50, 40. It's coming soon here. So, what can you derive from the trailer and trailers that we've had of what you think the movie is going to ultimately be about?
I'm really finding it quite difficult, actually, to gauge what the film might be about from the trailers, because a lot of it is pretty secretive. I think that Finn is definitely going to be a Jedi, or he'll find out that he's a Jedi, and Poe Dameron and Rey will be his Leia and Han, in a way. I think it's kind of like the younger. It's like a remake of the Luke, Han, Leia dynamic, just with younger people, and then having obviously them in the film as well. I'm really not sure about the plot of the film itself. I'm not even sure what Kylo Ren's purpose could be, apart from maybe like Phasma just finishing where Vader started. It's quite difficult, actually. It really is one of the hardest films to analyze from the trailers, like what could happen. I mean that's so much better though, because I mean I'm all for being surprised by Star Wars. So I'm really not sure. I'm hoping that we see some really good action. I don't want the prequels level of storytelling. I want the original level of storytelling, 4 to 6, not 1 to 3. So I'm quite excited to see what it's about, but really at this moment I can't speculate at all what's going to happen. It's quite impossible, actually.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff. I mean, very little has come out. What has come out. I'll piece together a little bit. I'll throw some crazy stuff at you really quick. I'm good at that. My theory on what the movie will be about, I think it's going to be more of a New Hope style You know, I think we will start with that opening shot of Rey. You know, I think that's how we're going to start with, just like we did kind of before, where you get that opening shot of the ship chasing Leia. Well, here we're going to have that opening shot of maybe like Finn, and Finn ends up onto the planet, and then we'll shift over to Rey. So I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping for that same cinematic work, because I think that worked. And yeah, you kind of hit on it. You know, the prequels weren't that great. You know,
yeah,
I like the third one the best. I think the third one got away from what the first two did, but it was still after the first two, it was horrible.
I agree with you. I'm in agreement with you there. I far prefer the original three to these the goddamn awful prequels, to be honest.
Yeah. So my speculation on the movie is going to be that since the end of Return of the Jedi, Luke has been searching out for new Jedi to train, new people with the Force. If you'll remember, he says he wants to go out and wants to restart the Jedi Order. And I think that's what he did for the last 30 years. So I believe that this Kylo Ren and Finn are two of his Padawans, or so to speak, that he found and trained. And I think somewhere along the line, you know, with Kylo Ren, whether that's, and they've already come out and said Kylo Ren isn't his actual name. I don't know if you've heard that.
Oh no, I didn't. So is that a warrior's name for him, or is it just like a disguise, a pseudonym?
Yeah, I believe you could say warrior's name. I don't think it's into the vein of like with the Emperor giving Anakin his name Vader, but I think it's like a name that he kind of takes on upon to cover up who he is, or kind of like he says he wants to. I think he wants to be like Vader, so he takes up a mantle similar to in Vader's vein, where it's not his real name. He takes on that kind of.
That seems plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my feeling is, I believe that Lucas trained these guys, and maybe some others, like the Knights of Ren, maybe they might be former Padawans of Luke, and they've gone against his teachings, and Kylo Ren has become fanatical about his father, Luke's father, Vader, Anakin, and is going after that. So now he's looking for these artifacts or whatever to make him feel more closer to Vader. So he's out maybe looking for his helmet. We've seen it. He goes to Endor and he gets his helmet. Or now maybe he's looking for his lightsaber. He's looking for Luke's lightsaber. Things can make him feel connected to Vader. And I think that's what I think Finn is. I think Finn will find this out, and feels like he has to go after these things before he gets a hold of them, because he knows that Kylo Ren's, wouldn't be good if that he gets a hold of it, and everybody else kind of gets intertwined with that. We'll see. This trailer was spectacular.
I agree.
Let's not get too excited about it. Go ahead and try.
I think that's pretty hard, to be honest, with any Star Wars film. And I mean, no matter how bad the trailers could be, I mean, even if the trailers were horrendous, I think it's impossible to try and stifle the excitement for it.
Yeah, I don't mean to drag this movie through the mud, but we got a great trailer for Fantastic Four, and it turned up being dog crap.
Yeah,
but I think we can expect better from a Lucasfilm, J.J. Abrams, and even more so Disney to come up with a great movie in Star Wars.
Yeah,
I have high hopes. I don't think they'll be. I think they'll be well worth it. You know, I went in to a lot of these movies, knowing that they'd be good. You know, again, the prequels,
yeah,
they are what they are. You know, I'm one of the ones that I was there when I was there. I was there when Star Wars came to theater. I was there when Empire and Return of the Jedi were first run. So I've been following. I've been with this universe my whole life, and I've loved it since then. I love it now, and I'll probably love it well beyond these movies. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think for me personally, Star Wars has been a huge part of my life. You know, same with other film franchises like Lord of the Rings, you know, Bond, etc. Star Wars has been there as well. So I'm hugely excited for this film, and the spin-offs as well. I mean, I think we've got a good few years coming up with Star Wars content. So
let me throw that one in really quick about the spin-off. When Force Awakens comes to theaters, will we see a trailer for Rogue One?
When does Rogue One come out?
March of 16.
Oh, that's a quick. That's quick turn.
I'm sorry, May. I believe May of 16. But still.
Oh, still, yeah. I think we will. I think you're right in thinking that. I think we might see the either that or the new Star Trek.
Well, yeah. I think they might throw that in with Paramount, but you know, we got the Force Awakens trailer, the first one, the little 1 minute 11-second one, a year out before the movie. You know, last Christmas we got that little teaser trailer. So I don't think it's in the realm of impossibility that we would get a Rogue One teaser trailer. So.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Connor, I want to thank you for joining me for this.
Thank you for having me on, Charles.
You're welcome. And for anyone, we will probably do another one coming up closer to the movie time. I know I've already got my tickets to go see it, but I'm sure a couple of other things might come out in the meantime. So who knows? I want to thank everyone for watching. Again, Connor, thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone, may the force be with you.